Imagine you are in a room full of people debating a hot political issue. You have a strong opinion, but everyone around you seems to think differently. What would you do? Stay quiet or speak up? Mabuhay? Today, we're exploring a powerful social phenomenon that explains this kind of hesitation. The spiral of silence theory, developed by Elizabeth Noel Newman. This theory shows how the fear of judgment or isolation can stop people from expressing their true opinions.
The spiral of silent posits that individuals constantly monitor their social environment to gauge public opinion. When they perceive their view as minority or unpopular one, they become less willing to openly express it. This is driven by profound primal human fear. The less people with the minority speak out, the more dominant majority opinion appears, leading to even more silent from minority. It creates a spiral where diverse view effectively go quiet.
The key psychological driver here is the fear of isolation. Humans are social creatures. Noel Newman argued that the fear of being ostracized, ridiculed, or socially excluded for one's political beliefs is a stronger motivator than desire to express one's opinion. It's the fear of the social cost, losing friends, facing backlash, or becoming a pariah in your community, classroom, or online feed.
But how will they know what the majority thinks? We use statistical sense. This is our innate ability to access the climate of public opinion by observing cues in our environment. TV, social media, conversation, even who is silent. These sense can obtain the inaccurate, especially when media or vocal groups dominant of the narrative. But the perception of a dominant views, even if it's not the actual majority, is enough to drive people into a silence.
Now that you understand the theory, let's see how it plays out in a real-world situation. A university group chat discussing a campus policy.
This new exam policy is ridiculous. It completely screws over anyone with a job or long commute. Everyone in talk hates it.
I actually think the policy is fair. Well, stop cheating and keep things fair for everyone. But everyone is so angry, so if I speak up, they'll just attack me. I can't confront.
I agree with Sam's point. The integrity part is important too. But Mark and others are so loud. If I join Sarah, I will look at her and join backlash too. Better to just stay quiet.
Sarah, afraid of being isolated, chooses to stay silent. Alex, who actually agrees with her, also keeps quiet. And what happened next? Mark's opinion, though not necessarily the majority, starts to sound like everyone agrees. The conversations now seems one-sided, confirming the fear and deepening the silence.
The consequences of the spiral is not just individual discomfort. It's a threat to democratic participation. Democracy relies on the free exchange and competitions of ideas. When diverse viewpoints are suppressed, the public discourse becomes warped. Important ideas, alternative solutions, and necessary criticisms are lost. We end up making poorer decisions based on an incomplete, self-censored understanding of public opinion. A quiet minority is a lost voice in the democratic process.
So what is our ethical responsibility? As listeners, we must create a climate of openness. We should listen actively, debate respectfully, and avoid the ridicule of aggression that triggers the fear of isolation. We must make space for the minority view. As speakers, we must practice courageous communication. If you hold a view you believe is valuable, finding safe and constructive ways to express it, even when unpopular, is essential to breaking the spiral and fostering a truly diverse political landscape.
The spiral of silence is a quiet yet powerful force. It reminds us that public opinion isn't about what people think. It's about what people feel safe to say without fear of judgment or backlash. By understanding this theory, we can become more mindful listeners and more courageous speakers because when we choose to listen with empathy and speak with honesty, we help create a space where every voice is valued and heard. The goal isn't to be the loudest voice in the room. It is to make sure no voice is left unheard. Thank you for watching!